guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be a part 2 of my Disney college program Q&A. I got so many responses from you guys that I just had to make a second video because I want to answer all your questions. So I promise this will be the last part. It's just going to be 2 parts. So if you didn't watch the first part, go ahead and watch it. And let's just get into the video if you already watched that one. Thank you. Also, if you're wondering, Marissa, why are you in a new setting every time you film a video? It's because I like to use every room in my house because if I always have the same background, I just feel like it's so boring. But this one's my room. Alright, so we're gonna start with a question that says, rank the roles and little examples of each roles, the hours of each roles in a day. I don't know all of that. For rankings, I can only speak from my own personal opinion and like how I work. I definitely do not know all the hours for each role. I'm sorry. It honestly depends on the time of year and how many people you have in that work location, and then your hours will fluctuate. So all I can say is that whatever the role is, it's going to be somewhere between 30 hours on the lowest and up to like 60 hours on the highest. Maybe even higher in like crazy peak holiday season. That's wild, but just be prepared for anything because no matter the role, it will always change. Now I'm going to get into ranking the roles. So there are, let's count. I'm going to put it up on the screen right now. This whole video is just talking about Disney World. There's 21 roles. I am not going to rank all of those in 21, but I'll give like my top 3 roles and then my bottom 3 roles just to make it a little bit more clear because everything else, it could kind of be arranged to however you are as a person. So my number 1 role is obviously attractions because that was my role and I loved it so much. I worked in Spaceship Earth, as you saw from the first video, and probably all my other videos. You're sick of hearing it. Sorry. Attractions is definitely the best role for me because you move around every 45 minutes and you get a break every 2 hours. So it was just amazing and it went by so fast and I loved it. So that is number 1. Number 2, I'd have to say, is character performer because that is what I really wish I could have done, but I did the audition, I didn't get in, so that was pretty sad, but I knew a bunch of people who were character performers and they were fur and they loved it, which I thought I would hate because it was so hot, but you know, they obviously sweat a lot, but they still enjoyed it. And I would rank character performer high because I would love to be in the parades or like Friends of the Princess or, you know, that would be amazing, but maybe in another life. And then number 3, I would probably put the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique or Pirates League. And this is actually the way I ranked my roles when I applied. And it's still the same. That just seems really great because you could just get to do little kids' hair all day and you just get to make them beautiful princesses and handsome pirates or vice versa. Whoever wants to be whatever the heck they want to be, they can be because it's their day. Oh, it's just so cute. I would have loved to do that. But I didn't get that as well. And then bottom 3, which I would not want to do. Even though I knew people who did all these things and they didn't really have too many complaints, I would not want to do quick service food and beverage because I just don't think I would work well in that kind of environment. I think I wouldn't want to be around food all day. I wouldn't want to be like hot and sweaty and greasy and smell like food. That's just me. It's just me. If you like doing that and you've had experience working in that kind of job before, then cool. And then another one that I also wouldn't want to do is custodial because the amount of time somebody threw up on Spaceship Earth because they went on like late at night after drinking around the world. Those poor custodians. Oh my gosh. I could never do that. I would absolutely have no stomach for that. So yeah, that is definitely the lowest I will go. But some people have the best time and they get to walk around the parks all day and just singing and cleaning. But the throw up part, I just can't look past. I'm sorry. And then finally, the other bottom choice would be a house person. So like basically the housekeeper for the hotel rooms. I don't want to clean up after people because they don't remember that hotels aren't just like a garbage bin and they can't just like make a mess. And I'm sure not everybody made a mess. I just wouldn't want to be a housekeeper because, you know, families are rushing out in the morning and then there's like, all their own personal stuff. I wouldn't want that. So that's how I would rank the roles. Did that help? And then this person also asks, was I tired every day coming from work? Yeah, I definitely was. I was really tired a lot, but then I'd get this like second wind, and either I'd go out to the parks for the rest of the day if it was a morning shift, or I'd like go out at night with my friends or go out to a dinner or something like that. And I really just pushed through because that's what you have to do, because it's such a short amount of time and you have to make the most of it. But sometimes I just went home and I slept. And then they also ask, this is a loaded question, they also ask if I could rank all the complexes. So I lived in Patterson, I loved Patterson. I'd probably rank that top because I don't really know how the other ones ranked. I really think that Chatham was also fun to live in, so I'd probably do like Patterson, Chatham, because the buses go there, then the Commons. It's just like too quiet there and everything's really spread out, so you can't like walk to the entrance easily. And then Vista Way, because that is just like so far from everything. It's the oldest. But with that being said, nobody really had a problem with any of the complexes because I knew people who lived in all of them. I've said this before, and it's kind of just what you make of it, and you can make it like a pretty nice place to be, and then you're good. That is all in that one question. I hope I got it all. Xandrick, thank you for asking so many questions. Next question is from Kelsey. Kelsey also asked a bunch of other questions, and she said, if you miss a semester at college and don't take classes, do you have to make them up and stay an extra semester at college? So that is completely up to the college you go to. I know my school didn't let me skip a semester and not have to redo a semester, so that's why I did the program after I graduated, because I would have had to repeat a semester. So for you, I think you should probably just go to the study abroad office or your advisor and see if people in your university or college have done the DCP before, because then they'll know how to work with that, and maybe you can get credits from something you do there, or you will have to take online classes. If that's not an option, I would definitely suggest doing it after you already graduate, so you don't have to mess it up. Kelsey also asks, how does the DCP Facebook page work? Was it hard to find roommates? So if you just Google search whichever program you're doing, so you would do DCP Spring 2020 or Spring Advantage, and a page will pop up on Facebook, and you just request to join it. An admin will probably accept you into the page. So a lot of people did this roommate survey, and they just filled out this whole list of things like, are you a night owl? Are you a morning person? Are you very neat? Blah, 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 all the classic roommate stuff. Whoever thinks they'll be compatible with you will then, message you, or you can do that for other people if you want to just read their posts. Just message as many people as you want, start talking to them. I just have to say be careful, because if you guys have the same favorite Disney movie or same favorite Disney character, that does not mean that you will be good roommates. So just make sure that your habits line up, because you do want to be really good friends and enjoy like all the favorite Disney things together, but you do want to make sure that you have the same sleeping habits, cleaning habits, all that stuff. So just be careful. And it's a really fun place to connect with everybody in there, and it's just a really awesome thing that they do every year. Do I know anything about the Disney Culinary program? And do they stay in housing like the DCP? So I knew one person who did the Disney Culinary program, and they went to Johnson & Wales University in Rhode Island, and it seemed really awesome. So it's all available in the link below. It's on Disney Programs blog, and you can read all about it. I believe that they do live in the same complexes that the college program people live in. I'm not 100% sure because I'm looking at the housing overview online right now, and it doesn't say the names of the complexes, but I'm pretty sure it's the exact same. So that's also a really awesome program, and I wish I went to like a culinary school so I could have tried that, but it seems like really competitive and really intense, but also like a blast. So good question, definitely look into that. I would love to watch some like Disney Culinary program vlogs if that's even out there. Carolina, I don't know, asks, how are the first couple days there without passes to the park? And if you bring your car, do you have to pay to park at Disney World to work or visit? So I kind of answered this in my last question. The first days without the passes, you kind of just explore Orlando. You can go to the outlets, you can go to Disney Springs, you can go to hotels like I said I did. So if you go to Disney Springs, you don't have to pay there ever to park. And if you go to a hotel, I would suggest taking the buses just for those couple of days, because you might have to pay to park if you don't have like a reservation for a restaurant or a room at one of those hotels. So I would definitely say take the buses on those days that you can't get into the parks. And then when you do go to the parks and you have a car, all you have to do is show your Blue ID, and you never have to pay for parking ever. It's really amazing. Amber asks, how do college credits work for the DCP? And again, that is based on your school. So I have no idea how they work. Definitely that's something to talk to your advisor about, something to talk to your study abroad program about. They will have all that information for you because it honestly is all dependent on the school that you go to. There's not one rule that Disney has for college students and credits. I know a lot has changed in the past couple years with the kinds of classes Disney has offered, so just make sure you have all of that in order with your school before you decide to apply. And then finally, Snow Queen K, love that name, asked me in a comment earlier if you can have a mini fridge in your apartment when you move in. And yes, you can have a mini fridge, but just one for the complex. And honestly, I didn't even know that. We might have bought one, but I don't think any of us really wanted to spend the money. We kind of just made it work with one fridge for 6 girls. You can have a mini fridge in your apartment if it is placed in a common area like the kitchen. So it has to be accessible to everyone and you can't just keep one for yourself in your room. So thanks for watching the second part of my Q&A video. I loved doing these Disney videos again. Make sure you tell me below what you guys would like to see next from me, if it's Disney related or if it's just a lifestyle kind of video, because I love doing those as well. And this might be one of my last Disney videos for a while because I feel like I've given all the information that I could possibly have on it. I just hope I'll be taking a trip in the future to Disney World or maybe like Disneyland or maybe Alani. I can keep dreaming. But thanks so much for always supporting me, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!